Let's take a ride. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. We're gonna make it happen. Let's take a ride and spend the day in the countryside.
Welcome everyone to season 6, episode 1 of Kicks at the Castle. Also kicking off our tomorrow's our 2-year anniversary. So this is a podcast by 3 sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. My name is John. I'll be your host, and I'm joined by Matt.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? We back, baby.
We back, yeah. Ruby is also with us. Ruby, hello.
Hey everyone, we missed y'all.
All right, we got a great show planned for you this week. We're going to catch up with some news items. Got our Fit of the Week feature this week in World versus Land. We are going to compare the Disneyland Railroad to the Walt Disney World Railroad. Ruby's going to hang it down with the plant-based option of the week. We're going to catch up with some recent trips on property. I've got to get off my lawn for you. We're going to jump into the DMs, but first, as always, let's get into pickups.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vents on my shoes.
Ruby, I'm gonna look at you because I really don't have anything, and you always have something. So what do you got for us?
Yeah, I do have some stuff. So I don't know if anybody else has been loving any of the new collection from Disneyland, but I got this set of cups. I just really like all the illustrations for these. So they came out with like a Loungefly and sweaters and tees and all this stuff, but I like drinking out of like plasticware because I'm afraid to break glass. And so these are cute. They look like little glass cups, but if I knock it over, it won't break. So I was excited to grab those yesterday while I was in the park. I also got a new Loungefly bag, which is like part of their Y2K little collection. So it's all like skater boy vibes with the checkers.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't either.
being one. So I think it's super cute. Got that. And then sneakers, really rad box. These are the Cortez clout ones. I wish they were the black and white ones because
that is a gigantic box for Cortezes.
Yeah, it's because they come with like this other insole thing depending on which way you wear them, because you can wear them like a couple of different ways.
Oh, are these the jiu-jitsu shoes?
Yeah, so it's this right here. So this is like classic Cortez colorway, red, white, blue. It's got like this tab on the back, which is cool. It's got the little yin yang thing. This part comes out, so then it's more like the jiu-jitsu shoe. So it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty comfy. And then this is, you can also wear this as like a slip-on. So that's what that other piece is for, is to like add an insole and then have a little back heel so it's not there. So then that could be like just a little slip-on shoe. So I think they're pretty cool. I really love the like concept of them. So I'm glad to just have a pair. Like I said, I kind of wish I had gotten the black and white ones, but when I saw this colorway, I was down because I don't have actually red, white, blue Cortez, and I feel like it's such a classic colorway to have. So kind of a twist on a classic for me, since that's just more my vibe. So that is one of the sneakers I got. And then these, which I also really wanted. A lot of my stuff is like very yin yang vibe. These are the Quando 1 piece -1, so also very cool box.
Yeah, those are cool.
These do run small, so if you're thinking about getting a pair of these, just heads up. I normally wear between a 7 and a 7.5, and the 7.5 in these, it's a little bit tight. Like I'm trying to find a size 8. I'll keep these if I can't find a size 8, but they definitely run small. I know Nakanari also got them, said his are small as well, so it's kind of across the board, but they're cool. They have like the little kind of golf flap almost, if you will.
I was gonna say there's so much going on with those. They look like a creeper, a wingtip, and a golf shoe.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like you can style it with so many different vibes. I love the flower petal or the little flower on the back, and then the like partial piece -1 here, which I think is really cool, right? It's like the peace sign minus the one other part of the peace sign. So I think these are really cool. I kind of wish, like, if I had gone to throwback night and I had these, I probably would have figured out an outfit to make with these. So maybe next year if they do it again. But yeah, like I said, if you are thinking about getting a pair of these in the future, I would say like a whole size up is probably what you need.
I would 1000% wear those to a wedding.
Yeah, right. They're so cute. And they're really like, they feel really good. I really like them. Like I said, I'm gonna keep these even if I can't find another size.
Does the lace flap come off?
Yeah, it does. So you can untake it here.
Okay.
So yeah, if you just want like a little bit cleaner, not as weird, funky of a vibe, you could definitely take that off. But yeah, that's my pickups. I got some more stuff on the way.
Nice. Matt, how about you?
All right. So for my birthday, Ellie got me this fancy mic here. So I don't have I don't have to like take my art and put it away behind my computer. I can just slide this over and slide it up and down. I don't know if you can hear me better. I guess I'll find out once I start editing. But yeah, I got this nice little fancy mic and sneakers. I picked up these Dunk Setsubon. And these are actually pretty dope. I'm loving the mini swoosh at the toe box here. The crackle leather is pretty dope. Quality on these is really, really good. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people slept on these. A few people hit on the Discord. I know Griffin did, I think PD did too, and Adrian. I think Adrian brought these to Disneyland, right? Oh, these got, and they got like translucent sole at the bottom, which are really dope. But yeah, I'm not sure what this thing is. To be honest, I don't know the story about these. I just dig the colorway, and yeah, these are pretty dope. That's all I got.
Nice. See, I didn't get too much. I got a couple tees when I was on my trip to Florida. I got the Disney World regular tee. Picked up, actually kind of like the Tron merch that they had, Matt. I got the Flynn's Arcade, the Buena Vista location tee. I kind of like that. I think the biggest pickup was I booked another Disney World trip for August. So, but no shoes.
Should have renewed that annual pass.
No, I still think I'm good.
I
did another 5 day. It was my wife. She's like, she was talking about going to see her mom in Pittsburgh, and she's like, you know what, I'd rather go to Disney World, and my daughter wants to go before she starts back to school. So the three of us are going to go and just make another quick run. I booked Art of Animation, so we'll be there this time. It's one we haven't stayed there before. So
standard or suite?
Standard.
Little Mermaid.
Yep, just the 2 doubles. So anyway, all right. Well, that's enough for pickups. Ruby, would you like to kick off Newsies?
Newsies.
It's been a couple weeks. A couple things have happened.
Yeah, sure. I got some like basic newsy stuff today. So sneakers. I am not a huge Salomon person. I know a lot of people like those sneakers. There's been none that have really attracted my attention, but Sandy Liang is a designer that I do love, and I saw that she's coming out with a partnership with them, and it's not only is it her, someone that I really like, but it's their first female-led partnership. So I think that's pretty cool. They are like baby pink for the laced up ones, but I kind of like the like slip-on ones, which I haven't seen too many people wear. They kind of look like a sock. And then they have the little tag with the little flowers on it, which is kind of her style. So I think they're pretty cool, the slip-on ones. So it might be time for me to try these shoes. Do either of you have a pair of these? No.
Nope. I don't understand the hype.
Negative.
To be completely honest with you.
I don't either. Like about the crisscrossy lace ones, right? That's like the ones that everyone tends to.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Do not get it.
And I still don't think I would buy those ones of this, but I would buy the other like little on one things. Even though they kind of look kind of funky and weird, I feel like I want to see them in person and see if you can like style them a cool way. But yeah, I know there's a couple people in the Discord who like these kicks, so I would love to know, like,
I know Ken and Adrian both have pairs. Like, are they comfortable? Like, they
That's
don't look comfortable to me.
They don't look comfortable to me either. I don't know. So y'all
I mean,
will
they
have-
look like a hiking shoe, but
yeah.
can't do it.
Well, they're showing them with mud all over them in the
Yeah.
pictures.
I mean, maybe because you can stomp around in them. I don't know. But Discord fam, teach us why these are worth the hype.
I don't know. I don't think Salomon has any championships, so they're nothing to me.
Okay, well, we know that for you. And up in some Disney news, some refurbs coming to Fantasyland in June. So if you're planning to go around that time, keep that in mind. Peter Pan, Mr. Toad, and Alice will all be at Freefurb at the same time. So that's
Dang, that's a rough time of
That's
year to
like-
have.
yeah,
the
that's like
three big
all-
rides down.
and
Yeah.
it's her and all the little kids, like, yeah. So, and they're doing Ariel also, but that's at DCA, so that's whatever. But
Why
yeah,
would they do them all at the same time?
all those little kid rides. Well, I guess it says because Peter Pan, Mr. Toad, and Alice are all in the same building. So
Same building.
doing is like
It
impact.
could be like fire suppression or something like that would encompass the whole envelope.
Yeah. So, but yeah, really crappy time to do it because it's like summer and there'll be little
Yeah.
kids. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on going around that time.
Interesting. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'll jump in. Didn't see this coming. Disney sues Ron DeSantis.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw this coming.
You literally manifested. You were like, what y'all
I'm telling you, our podcast literally, like, we speak it into existence.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, to me, it's like it's clearly retribution for Disney taking a stance on a bill that they didn't like, which is protected speech. And then, every step of the way, it's not like the state of Florida said, we need to look at this Reedy Creek thing. It was in retaliation for that stance. And the thing is and I think I've said it before on the podcast, that the special tax district, it's not the only one that exists in Florida. The Daytona has one for the Speedway. So it's not like there's no precedence for that. Except my money is on the Mouse's lawyer. I bet they got better lawyers than the state of Florida. That's just my
Probably got
my
more
thoughts.
money than state of Florida too.
They probably do. And the thing is that DeSantis poll numbers are slipping, and I think it's in no small order due to his stance on this, because it is not a Republican stance to penalize the business, right? Republicans are supposed to be pro-business, and this is not. This is just personal little man complex vindictive bullshit, just like his buddy Trump. I know they're not buddies, but there is, instead of differentiating himself, he's showing how petty he can be.
Yeah.
And it's only going to hurt him. So
No doubt.
F him. I can't wait to watch this play out. Problem is it going to cost more money for everything? Yeah, it's going to, taxes are going to go up to pay for the suit on the state side. Disney costs, obviously they're going to have to pay for the suit on their side. No one's going to win except for Disney, but consumers are going to lose. State's going to lose. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you guys surprised?
I mean, I was reading too, like the stuff with like Reedy Creek, like that's gonna hurt Disney Springs too. Like not just Disney, but like all the businesses in Disney Springs. So like Rainforest Cafe, Boathouse,
Tommy Bahama,
Splitsville, Tommy Bahama, Gideon's, Wine Bar George, all those businesses are being hurt because of all that. And yeah, I didn't even think about that because obviously they're on Disney property. But then I was like, dang, yeah, those are small businesses too. Like they're not Disney. So
Yeah, and they like invested in putting their stuff in a location where they could like prosper, and they're like, hey, screw you now. So it's like, what do you even stand for? Like,
exactly, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. All right, so next up I have got the collaboration, the Union by Air Jordan 1 collaboration. The images have been released, and what do you guys think?
I love them.
I like them. I don't love them, but I like them. They'll probably grow on me.
I like them a lot. I like them a lot.
I like it a lot.
A lot.
Weird
I love
concept
it.
for me.
Here's the thing. I'm all in. I'll definitely go for them. I don't know that I pay resale for them, depending on where it goes. I think that these are different enough that they probably won't be as hype as the original group. You know,
No.
I can see the woven aspect turning some people off, but I'm here for this. This is I definitely like it. I like the colors. You know, it's got sail, it's got the hits of yellow. You know, the unfinished tongue. It's kind of has a little craft feel to it.
That's the only colorway, right? There's not multiple.
You know how Union is, dude. They're gonna be a second
Yeah.
color. There's always two.
I
It's
don't
like the Sith. It's like the Sith. They come in pairs.
I like them lots.
I feel like the more I look at them now, it's like I like them more, but
Yep.
I don't.
I know a
like-
lot of people were like, "Oh man, if this is what when they started leaking, they're like, oh, if this is what it's going to be, they're going to, I'm out." And I started looking, I'm like, I don't know. Now I really looked at it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of in.
I like the woven part of them. I think it's cool.
Anyway, all right, Matt, what do you got for us this week?
Before I start, now that I look at it, like if they were a low, they would be dope as fuck. Like I would love a low, but I don't know. The highs,
Well, now I got to open
it's
it back.
it's still growing on me.
Well, it's already
100% on
it's sewn together. Just unstitch it, and it's a low.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, so first up, in sneaker news, I got the Air Jordan 1 High Polomo set to release on September 16th. I'm loving these.
Kind of a reverse mocha.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm loving the brown suede. I love the gold Nike Air on the tongue. Yeah, the quality on these look pretty solid. I'm not sure, is that sail? Is that a sail midsole? That is a sail midsole. Yeah,
They're nice.
they are very nice.
I don't like the black laces. I think I need a lace. I need a brown lace.
I think I would probably keep it black.
I'll keep
For
it
me.
black on mine. Yeah.
Maybe a sail.
Maybe a sail,
They
yeah.
all look nice.
Sail or black for me.
That's a good looking pair.
I think they're super nice. I want them.
I don't know if I would wear them over my mochas though. Like if I had them both sitting there and I was wearing something brown, I feel like I would go with the mochas though.
See, I would not. I would go with these, but that's because I like more black in my shoe.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I wear my breads more than I wear my Chicago's or even my bread toes, just because I like them more black.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, and next up, walls are up on Tom Sawyer Island. I know all Disney grammars already seen this, but yeah, Fantasmic basically caught on fire. Were you guys weren't there, right?
I
Oh,
was there the next day. I went
Damn.
Sunday.
So what it looked like? Walls are up, and
They had like scaffolding. They had like the scrim over it so you couldn't see it.
yeah.
You know.
I'm glad no one got hurt though.
Yeah, Mickey was right there, man.
Yeah.
That would have been tragic for the kids
Yeah.
watching. Can you imagine the trauma watching Mickey Mouse light up?
And that was a huge fire. Like
it went fast.
it could have went a
And-
lot
and
worse than
Mickey
that, like
was
something blowing
right
up.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
Mickey was standing
Or
right there.
exploded.
He was doing his thing.
Damn, he went too hard on it. He was like, phew, it was like fire.
Yeah. His magic was working.
They handed him the aux cord.
So I guess I guess all of the fire effects are temporarily shut down on all the parks. So like your steampunk dragon isn't breathing fire currently.
Yeah.
I guess your phantasmic dragon's still working because it's a different type of effect, but that's what I saw.
Maybe I'll go this weekend and check it out.
Yeah, let me know how it is because I didn't make it there. That was one of the things on my list.
Fantasmic?
Yeah, I tapped out.
I thought you did.
I was going to. It was like
Oh, man.
it was like one of the top 3 things I wanted to do, and I tapped out because I was tired. My old ass was going too hard. I needed to head back needed to head back and relax. No, I'm not even playing, man. It was like the freaking Bataan Death March out there.
Did you
Anyway.
rope drop?
The first 2 days we did. We damn near did the third day too.
That's crazy. See,
Yeah.
that's why your ass was so tired
Yeah, we were
after that kind of a time change, because then it's like doubly early.
well. So like the first day, well, I'll get into it and trips on property, but yeah, we basically did. We went too hard. We didn't pace ourselves, so it's not looking good for the next trip either. So let's get into the fit of the week.
Call this fit held back because this fit's stupid, like dumb.
Every week we pick a post where we were tagged or the hashtag Kicks at the Castle was used. And this week we have Disnerd Vaughn, and she's at the Pixar Palace parking structure. And Siobhan is rocking a Tiana inspired outfit, and she's got the Union Argon Dunks. Did you guys check that one out?
Yeah, I loved it.
I think we're going to see more Tiana type stuff when we start getting the representation in the parks with the. I don't know when the restaurant's going to open, but we're counting down. What we got? We got 1 month left until they close Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I
coming.
thought your house closed already.
No, I think it's the 29th of May.
I think that's when it is.
Right. So
No, I gotta make it happen because I just never go on it because I never want.
Me too. All right. Hey, Ruby, 29th. We gonna do it this weekend?
Bring some extra clothes.
Maybe.
Wear
We'll kick it around.
Gore-Tex.
We'll kick it around.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, Siobhan, thank you for the tag. If you'd like to be featured, use the hashtag Kicks the Castle or tag us in your Disney Fit pics in park or not. And now it is time for Land versus World.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Each week we pick an aspect or landmark from Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort, and we decide which park has it better. And this week we will talk about the railroads. It was my first time riding Walt Disney World Railroad. Got him forever. I mean, I know it was closed as long ago as 2019 when I was out there. So my first time on it in a very long time. But let's start out with the lone Disney World resident, Matt. How do you feel about it?
I mean, our railroad is good. We don't have dinosaurs, and yours is a lot longer. So gonna have to give it to you guys. I mean, we don't really have that much stuff to look at. I did see on TikTok, this lady got stuck by the guy on the horse, and
oh yeah,
yeah.
I didn't see
so
that.
yeah,
one.
that's
well,
it's basically like a guy on a horse, and then the horse's tail is like moving, so you can see a nice view of the horses, you know.
well, pooper.
Yeah. Little pooper.
I don't know why he has to have a little pooper. There's something about this horse we don't know. But under that
It's a little too anatomically correct.
yeah, they didn't want some kid being like, "Hey, how does that horse poop?" And then being like, "Oh, now this parent has to explain why this horse doesn't have a pooper."
I mean, you'll probably never notice it if you ride past it like regularly, but yeah, if you get stuck there, you'll definitely see it.
Such a funny TikTok. I was cracking up.
So Ruby,
I think you guys
have you
do you guys
both?
have more stops?
We do. We have an extra state. We have 4 stations.
Yeah, we only have 3.
Have you done both, Ruby?
I think I did, but I don't remember the Disney World at all, to be honest. But I love the Disneyland one. I go on it a lot.
I was gonna say we hit the Disneyland one. Maybe not every other trip, but at least every 3rd trip we'll do a full circle tour. I was a little disappointed in Disney World. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, truly, you are going around the park. Like, you can't see anything when you're on it. You know, like ours goes through Splash Mountain. You know, you can see the final scene of Splash Mountain through ours. You know, you actually go through It's a Small World. You know, you come around by the Speedway, the monorail goes over it. It's like there's the diorama of the Grand Canyon and the Dinosaur Land. I can tell you that sometimes if you get on a train that's got some squeaky wheels, that can be a challenge going through that tunnel. It can be quite noisy.
Yeah.
But I just felt like there wasn't a lot to look at on the Disney World train. I thought it was a little disappointing.
Yeah, I guess that's why when I went, I forgot who told me to go. I think it was you that told me to go on it. Because when I went there, like I wasn't really interested to go on it because I know that the one at Disney World was like how you said, like there's not that much to look on it.
Right.
And then
I mean, it's
went,
kind
I
of
was
cool
like,
how
oh,
they
dang,
go
this-
under Tron. You know, it goes
Yeah.
under Tron, but I mean, obviously that's new.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like you only see stuff when you're in Frontierland and then Tron, and then that's it.
Yeah. So anyway,
There's
it was
like
just
cool
interesting.
little stuff too on the Disneyland one, like over by some of those little billboards that you go by when you're just, there's like little things that I notice every time I ride on it. Also, I love like there's different spots where when it's crossing, they'll have like the little crossing thing down and then the cast members are just like waving at the train going by. I love when that happens.
Well, no, the thing is that ours is so scenic that actually, I think every other train the seats are sideways facing out instead of facing forward. So that
Yeah.
you can, it's designed to enjoy the view.
I feel like since there was that fire on the track, I don't know what the hell's going on with all these fires, but since there was that fire, I feel like they only have the side view one going, which is my preferred train. So I'm glad that that's the one they have going, because the other one is like there is a good view and a not good view.
Right.
Because if you're like stuck on the inside, you're like trying to see out past people, and like sometimes like with a family, they're like holding their kid up and like, okay, I can't see anything over there. But it's still fine, but I feel like the sidecar view is just way better.
No, for sure. And that's the other thing is at Disneyland they've got the Lily Bell caboose, which was actually one of Walt's. Walt named it after his wife, and that was one of his cars. So.
Oh, you guys do have the sidecar view. See, that's something we don't have. We have that at Rafiki's, but
yes.
Yeah, but we don't have that at Magic Kingdom one.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, all right, chalk up another win for Disneyland.
That's right.
So all right, well, it is time for trips and drips. So this is where we catch up with our recent trips on property. Who went to the parks? I know Matt did because I saw him.
We all did. We've been on our game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you expect when we take a break for 2 weeks?
Yeah. All right. Well, Matt, give us some highlights, buddy.
All right. So I'll let you talk about when we meet up. Yeah, last week was my birthday. I stayed at Coronado for a night. I got there and they're like, hey, we're going to upgrade you to a tower water view. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. And then I walk in, I look at the TV and it says, happy birthday, Jason Watt. And I'm like, who the fuck is Jason Watt? And I'm thinking, wait, did they like switch? Did they like put the W upside down or what? And then I'm like, nope, they definitely just got my name wrong. And I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was like,
well, hopefully Jason got the bill.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? This is actually kind of funny. I mean, they gave me a free upgrade, whatever. They can call me whatever they want. Because I mean, the view was freaking amazing. And the tower and the room itself is just so nice. And then I got there a little bit late, maybe around like 3 or 4. And then I was just walking around, just exploring the resort. And then I had dinner at Cape May with my family. And then, yeah, Cape May is not the same as it used to be.
What is Cape May? I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Cape May is the all-you-can-eat seafood restaurant at Beach Club. Okay. Yeah, it used to be my favorite seafood restaurant until they took out the unlimited crab legs. Now you got to pay like $30 a pound, which is ridiculous. Not ridiculous, but it's just not the same anymore.
It ain't free.
Yeah, it ain't free. Because that used to be the reason why I love going there, is because I mean, yeah, I used to get like 3-4 plates of just straight up crab legs. That's all I'll eat. And now it's just like, basically you can get like a crab boil or not crab boil, but like a shrimp boil with like the potatoes, the corn, sausage, and then shrimp, but it's just missing the crab legs, which was kind of sad. But and then next day, went to the parks with my homie Conti. We went to studios. Oh, on my birthday, I wore the Spider-Man SB Dunk mids. And then the next day when I went to studios, what did I wear? I think I wore the Court Purple Air Jordan 1s. And then we went to studios. We did Rise. We got there around like 1 or 2. We got there before 2 because he's never been on Tron. And then I was like, all right, let's go to Magic Kingdom. And then so we did the virtual queue, but we were like 179, group 179. There's still a group on like 50 or 60, I think. And I was like, damn, we're gonna be here for a while. But we had a meeting that day, so we had to leave early. So we'll go back and for Tron. Sorry, Conti, but and then yeah, I know not in order, but we did Mine Train, we did Space Mountain, Big Thunder, we did Haunted, and we did Pirates, People Mover, and I think that's it. And then yeah, we were just waiting, like hoping that they would that we would get called for a virtual queue. But yeah, we probably left around like 7 or 8 because we had to record, or that was when we had the meeting, or John wasn't there, but we had the meeting and
Did you change the time?
But yeah, so yeah, and then yeah, when we're in the meeting, like we didn't get called for the group until like 9:30 probably, and we left around like 7, and I was like, damn, I definitely wouldn't have made it like 2.5 more hours. And then on the weekend went to Epcot, met up with Jeremiah and Phil and Griffin, and yeah, we just celebrated more. We went on Guardians, Soarin', and I think that's it. Oh, Phil and Griffin, they left. So when they left, we went to Studios, and then we did Rise and Tower, and then that was it. And that day I wore the I had a, I don't know if you guys seen, I had like a vintage Epcot like Millennium shirt from like 2000s, and it was like all bedazzled. And I was like, damn, what shoes can I wear with this? And I was like, patent breads.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be loud as fuck today. I want the patent breads. Like, fuck it, it's my birthday.
Fancy birthday.
I like it. You own it.
And I think I'm going to Epcot again this Saturday too. So
Nice.
Ruby, how about you?
times.
What you get up to?
Well, I've been going to the park a lot. I met up with you, John. We did that day. That was pretty fun. And then next time I went,
That was with my son, was that right?
yeah, that was fun. That was a good day. It was a short date, but it was a good day. Then the next time I went was when Adrian and his family were in town. I actually got there early, and shame on you, Phil, for thinking I wasn't going to make it. But I was like, I'm going to go early. I'll meet you for breakfast. And so Phil, Ashley, and baby Ruby came for breakfast. They weren't coming to the park that day, but we met with them. And then Adrian, Wifey, and Little Fig. So we all had breakfast at Tangaroa Terrace at Disneyland Resort. And I got the Loco Moco burrito, which was really good. So I like that. Then Luigi got like this crazy French toast thing that was like a giant loaf. So that looked pretty good. Or wait, someone else, Adrian got that. And then Luigi got the like Japanese pancakes, I think, which were like thicker. Anyways, all the food was pretty good. We were there on a Sunday. It was Dapper Day. So the park was pretty busy. And everyone was dressed really cool, but the line times were pretty short because everyone was just busy with Dapper Day business. That was a day we did shoot some of our t-shirts in park because Adrian's Mr. Cameraman. So he brought some of his nice cameras, which was fun. I wore the Bread Low 11s, which are one of my favorite shoes that I own. Because if you're like somebody that complains about the stiffness of 11s, it's not a problem for me, but for some people it's a problem. Low 11s are really comfortable, I think. So I really like those ones. And then yeah, it was a good day in the park. Bumped into Petey that day also, so saw lots of people in the park. Some of my friends were around for Dapper Day, which was cool. At one point in Cars Land, they just like broke out into was like some weird Dapper Day dance party, like right in between where like Flo's, Cozy Cones, Ramon's, and Luigi's ride is, like in that little square part of the street. It was like a giant dance party, which was cool and random. So that was a really fun day. And then I was in the park yesterday, met up with Emily and also Arlene, and Emily's friend Mia and Arlene's sister Allison. So that was really fun. It was like 6 women, so like we did Monsters Inc., which we had a full taxi car to ourselves, and then when we did Radiator Racers, we had a full car to ourselves. But yeah, it was a really nice day yesterday. It was definitely feeling warm, so the weather is getting warmer. Nice. I wore my Jordan 1 Low Soulflies yesterday, and yeah, where did I eat? Oh, I went to Docking Bay 7 and I got that pasta that they have there. Have you had that? It's like cavatappi with braised.
I used to get they had a salad. I used to get that, and then or the tip yip chicken.
So
I'm
I
not a
don't
fan of their
remember.
food.
I don't remember seeing this pasta before. Oh, it's a
Yep.
seasonal offering.
There
Okay,
you go.
no.
I don't remember it either. I remember they had a roast beef.
It
they had
was
chicken, and they had a salad.
it was really, really good. But I was like wishing there was more of it. So it is chili braised beef, buttered garlic cavatelli noodles, seasonal vegetables, and a zesty avocado sauce with a balsamic glaze. It was really
Well,
good.
actually looks good.
It was really good.
Because I've had the tip yip, I've had the ribs, and it was okay. But this actually looks good.
It was really good. I was delightfully surprised. Yeah, highly recommend. I don't know. I've eaten there like one other time. Usually when I'm over there, I just end up getting like a Ronto wrap, but I was meeting over here, so I was like, okay, I'll just try this thing, and I would definitely get it again. But yeah, yesterday was like a super chill day, and then I just did some shopping later in the night before I went home, which was nice because I haven't just walked around and like shopped slowly. So it's been pretty good park days lately, super chill vibes, and just loving being at the park all the time. It pass worth it.
Very nice. Love it. Let's see. I made it a couple times. So I went Good Friday. I went the weekend when you were there with my son. Then the next weekend I went with my daughter. We did Carnation Cafe. I wore the Jordan 2s. That was my first time wearing the Jordan 2s. I went this past weekend. We had Sip and Savor ended yesterday, and I had 5 tabs. So we went. And so here's the sad part of the day. Amy really wanted to get the donuts from Lamplight, the cookies and cream donuts.
Oreos. Yeah,
So I'm like, oh,
about this.
I go. So I got us on the walk-up list. And I was like, yeah, so we were pretty excited. We go and we got the boardwalk. We go up there, and she said something to them when they were getting ready to seat us, and they're like, oh, the donuts are only available in the lounge, not on the boardwalk. Like, well, that sucks. Well, it'll still be nice. So they're like, all right, let's take you to your seats. So instead of giving us a table, they sat us at the fucking bar right behind the metal thing where the beer tap is. So we're staring at a pipe.
Oh
And
no.
I go, my wife goes, you guys are clearing that table off right there. Is there any chance we can move over and have a table? The guy's like, oh, yeah, we'll just wait a few minutes. We'll move you over there. Puts us over there. We sat forever and ever and ever. Fortunately, someone brought us some waters. Finally, our server came, and we ordered drinks, and we waited forever and ever. And they came back with Amy's drink, and they go, oh, the beer taps aren't working. Would you like a bottle beer? Sure. I give him a bottle. I'll have Bud Light. Bring me a Bud Light. He comes back. He's like, you know what? We're out of Bud Light.
Oh
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you don't have, no, I guess because the taps are down, I guess you're going to be out of your bottles too. So I'm like, whatever. And so I ordered whatever there's some kind of like a whiskey with some other shit in it. It's like a sunrise something the other. It was all right. It wasn't what I was looking for. And then like we'll get the lobster nachos. You know what? Can we get the steak? Right? I mean, that's the most common substitution in the world, right? Getting the steak nachos instead of the lobster. Can't do that upstairs. You can only do that downstairs.
What?
Can't
That
get the
makes
fucking
sense.
donuts. We can't get steak log. You know what?
I hate
Did you get
that.
up and leave?
Why?
I felt like saying, how big of a tip do I need to give you to fucking go down and bring me some donuts? Like,
Can you just put them in the machine and I'll go grab them my damn self and bring them to my table?
it was too much. It was just like probably some of the worst service we ever had.
I told you, dude. I'm telling you,
And
Lamp.
anyway, so that was like, you know what? We had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. I was a little disappointed in that experience because we were very excited that we got on the walk-up list and we were excited to go into Lamplight. And it's nice sitting at the boardwalk, but apparently that's not the spot. You need to be downstairs.
What's the boardwalk?
That's the outside. So like, you go in the front where the main glass doors are.
Yeah.
That's the one that goes downstairs into the restaurant. The one beyond it, so like there's like a patio section that overlooks the Incredicoaster, and that's
Okay.
like the bar service area.
And that's
So-
you don't get the donuts or
Don't get donuts, can't get
or
steak
lobster?
nachos.
But
So-
why?
Well, I know that I've been there before, and I know I've gotten steak nachos before, so this is a recent development.
This is what.
That's so
okay.
weird. It's the same restaurant.
Are we
They have the
at
same
a point-
kitchen.
Is this a get off my lawn moment? Because I have one that's related to this.
It's actually not, because I have a great get off my lawn
Okay.
from Disney World. But you go ahead, you feel free. If you want to get off Ruby's lawn, go.
Okay, here is the get off my lawn. I hate dumbass trivial rules that have no reason behind them. Like this, why can't you get these nachos and donuts? Everything is coming from the same kitchen. My second reason of bringing this up is this week was the end of Food and Wine. So yesterday was the last day. So the lines in the park are absolutely fucked. And then they literally say you cannot do the thing where you can order from one station. Like you have to, or if you want it from a different booth, you have to go to that booth and order.
No, Ruby, I was there Sunday.
Oh no.
I went around to where the IPA dog is. I ordered from 3 different booths from there. There were only 4 people in the line. The lines at the beginning of the park
are so long.
There had to be 20 people in them. So you need to go to the middle and order, but they let me.
No, that's what we did, because I know you're allowed to do that. And so I said to the lady, I said, why not? You can do this every time. Like we literally walked over to this line with this intention. And she was like, oh no, since it's the last day, we're not doing that. And I said, why? Did the button disappear on the last day? Magically gone? You can no longer press? And she's like, we just aren't allowed. Then we went over to the other lady and she was like, yeah, we're not allowed to do it today. And I was just like, this is such a dumbass asinine rule. Like what literally changed from yesterday to today that's like, no, we can't push this button over here anymore. That's
so
my go.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. This is not going to be popular. I know a lot of people that works in the parks there, and you can get excellent service at Disneyland and Disney World. But I guarantee you, if I would have wanted donuts from the downstairs, if I was at Disney World, I guarantee you that they would have brought them to me. Some Disney World would have made that magic happen, but at Disneyland, it's like those guys. It's like, I feel like people at Disney World, they go there because they want to create magic and work for Disney. And I feel people at Disneyland, a portion of them, this is their part-time job. This is, I'm working my way through college. I'm working my way through high school. And they're just, it's no different than if they were working at Target, filling your Instacart order. You know,
see, that's crazy, because I've heard stories that like people that have like allergies and stuff, like the chefs in the back would make like stuff. I mean, in Disney World, like the chefs in the back would make stuff like that aren't even on the menu, dessert or anything that anyone can eat.
I've seen it. When I was in Cinderella's castle one time, the chef came out and was talking to a lady at the table next to us that had an allergy, and he's writing shit down and they're going through everything. Hoop-de-doo review.
That's crazy. Like
at the check-in to Hoop-de-doo review, the chef was in a little kiosk behind, and when you got your ticket, they asked if you had an allergy, and if you did, you would go back and talk to the chef, and he would get your table number and they would work through it. But
and they don't do that at Disneyland.
No.
If you have
You're lucky if they just honor the fact that you have an allergy.
I don't have any allergies, so I wouldn't know. I mean, so Ruby's got that allergy. What is it? Vegan? Is that what your food allergy is? It's oh no, that's an eating disorder. That's right.
Shut up.
No, but I will say, when I went to Cape May, like if you're vegan or vegetarian, I would not recommend eating at Cape May, because they only had like 2 things. It was like a plant-based soup and then like seasoned vegetables or seasonal vegetables.
I mean, if it's literally advertised as an all-you-can-eat seafood place and you go there and you don't eat animals, like don't go there. Fish allergy, you wouldn't go there. Like if you're vegan, don't go there.
But anyway, like I said, I want to reiterate, I've gotten great service at Disneyland.
Same.
There are very good cast members there, but it is a fucking crapshoot. All right, so what did I do? So I wore the Tinker 3s last Sunday. So then I went to Disney World while we were off. I don't know if anybody knew that. Been posting a few pictures. People have liked some of them. Might have generated some memes. That's all right. So the rotation was the AJKO unions, were those at Magic Kingdom. Had the Lost and Founds, or were those at DAC. The Bloodline ones were those at Studios. Fire Red 3s were at Epcot. I did a lot of eating. Did a lot of eating. Sea Sweets did not disappoint. Unfortunately, Tinkerbell did not fly that night, but my seat, if you know where the rope is, or the wire, it's not a rope, it's a wire that goes from the castle to the Tomorrowland Terrace, my seat was directly below that rope. Had she flown, I'd have been looking up her skirt when she came in. So that's how good our seat was. Anyway, so
That's why she didn't fly. She was like, I see that guy over there. I'm not doing this.
We're not flying. It's not the winds. There's a perv right there. No. No. So I had a couple beers. What I really enjoyed is they had pog juice there. So I had like 3 glasses of pog juice and I got 1 to go, Matt. The sweets were good. I'm going to tell everybody I ate a lot. I lost 4 pounds on vacation because I was really watching when I was eating, was mindful of my portions. If something wasn't fantastic, I didn't waste my time eating it. So I tried a few desserts. They were all right. But you know, the whole thing is it's where can you go sit and enjoy the fireworks at Magic Kingdom without a soul in your sightline? There isn't a place. You can't do it. Can't be done. So money well spent. I would do that again. What else was a highlight? Space 220 I thought was fantastic. I enjoyed the experience of getting up there. We had lunch. Some of the freshest food, like as stupid as it sounds, I got the tri-tip salad. The lettuce was ridiculously fresh. Like they must be growing it there. The tri-tip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you do the lounge or the
no, I went to the restaurant. Yeah, the restaurant. Okay. It was a spendy lunch for sure.
Yeah, it's like $70 a person, right?
No, it's $55 for lunch. It's $79 for dinner. We had a great time. Really enjoyed it. I would recommend that to anyone as an experience. I know that my wife was saying that she wants me to book it again for when we go so that my daughter can go. We'll probably just do the lounge. My wife had massive anxiety because she does get motion sick, and she was like on edge all day knowing she was going to have to take the elevator, and she was worried about getting motion sick. And it was all built up. She was fine. She said she didn't watch, and then she said the second time when we went down, she watched a little bit. So she's not afraid of doing it again, but like the anticipation of doing that had her stomach in knots all morning.
Oh,
God, what else did we do? So Hoop-de-Doo review was super fun. I don't know that I need to do it again, but it was a cool experience. Had a couple beers at Davy Crockett's Tavern, sat on a porch and rocked in a chair, which was probably the most chill time we had while we were there. You know, I got to check out the Hangar Bar. Jacques Lindsay, I always go to the Edison, and I'm always disappointed in the Edison's food. So this time I got a burger. I just kind of said, all right, the Edison's a vibe thing, not necessarily a cuisine thing. And I enjoyed it better. But I think I've been to the Edison 4 or 5 times now. So I think the next time I go, I'm going to pick someplace else other than the Edison. So I had ribs 3 times. So when we got there, we went to the Boats Rights, and I had the Taste of the Bayou, whatever they have like an all-you-can-eat thing, and it had ribs and brisket. I went to Woody's, and it had ribs, brisket, chicken, and sausage. And then when we went to Hoop-de-Doo, it had ribs and chicken. And Disney World has no business cooking ribs. Every place, they were dry pieces of shit. You can slow smoke something for 100 hours. It doesn't mean it's great. It just means sometimes it's just fucking overcooked. And I don't know what they're doing and who's tasting the food that they're making. The other thing, the brisket. Usually there's a smoke ring around the edge and then a little bit of pink. These fucking brisket is brown, just brown. That's not how brisket's supposed to look. Stop. I don't know who's running the smokehouse.
So was there anything that was good at the barbecue?
Oh, for sure. Woody's sausage, the chicken was great. The chicken wasn't
plastic. Did you get the salmon? I heard the salmon was really good.
I didn't get salmon. I got it. And I went real light on the sides. Again, they bring you an ass ton of food. Just a ridiculous amount of food. And
how were the sides though? I love sides.
And there was a ton of sides. And my wife really enjoyed it. I got I can't even remember what I got. I got whatever it was, some rum drink. You know, there's a sausage in my boot or whatever the hell it is. So, it was a great experience. This was all right. I mean, someone's like, "Oh, it's only 2 bites." Well, it's more than 2 bites, but it was good enough.
The little cup ones. Which ones?
Yeah,
like a mason jar, right, or something.
Yeah, a little. It's a small ass mason jar. It's more like a votive. It's closer to a
little
votive
mini masons, though. Those like little mini ones.
Yeah, I'd have to look. My wife and I each got 2 different ones. I think she got like a chocolate one, and I probably got like an apple pie one or something like that. They're good. I mean, they were good. It was enough. But that was I didn't like all you can eat. I'm paying $45. or I'm paying $90 for lunch. I better eat all this shit. I just ate what I liked, and I didn't gorge myself. I sampled the sides. They were good. Don't waste your time with the corn on the cob. It's frozen corn that's been in a pot of water for 7 hours. It's very not worth your time. It's not like it's roasted. I was hoping it was gonna be roasted.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was not. So had pizza at Via Napoli. Was excited to go there. The ovens are bitching, Matt. I thought those fire ovens are so cool.
Yeah.
You look at the menu and it's a little intimidating. I would tell anybody that hasn't been there that's going there, ask the waiter what they can do, because the menu does not even come close to encompassing all the pizzas they can make. Like pepperoni pizza is not on the menu. And the guy next to me had this friggin' pepperoni pizza that had 1 million pieces of pepperoni on it. I'm like, I wish I'd have known that. So we went quattro fromage, which is a white pizza. Did not know what the hell freaking white pizza is. Apparently it's pizza with no sauce. So it's basically cheese bread. He did explain that to me, and then they did put sauce on it. Our pizza came out a little bit burnt. He actually said something when they brought it out, and I'm not going to send it back. We waited for our pizza. I ate it. It was fine. But the guy next to me, he was we were actually against the window, and there was people outside, and it was a couple, and I was watching them. They had the same size. I mean, you get a pizza, it's got like 8 slices. It's pretty good size. And my wife's like, we should have got a small. We should have got a small, but it says like that's an individual pizza. And I'm like, well, let's just see what we do. So I think Amy ate 2 slices. I ate 3 slices, something like that. I think she picked at a 3rd slice. So, there's only 2 left over. It wasn't that bad. And I'm watching the couple next to us, and they're probably good 10 years older than us. And this dude, his half of the piece, with 4 pieces, his last piece, he's down to the crust, and he's taking it around the platter, sopping up the grease on the pan. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I was disgusted or impressed. that guy housed his half of the pizza and was like licking the grease off the tray. I'm like, Jesus, dude, I got an extra slice if you're hungry. It was crazy. And him and his wife powered through a bottle of wine too. They were champs. They were absolute superstars. I will say that my alcohol intake was way up. I was averaging 4 or 5 drinks a day.
That's why you're so tired, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, and the sun too.
Sir, yes, that's what it is.
But it was crazy. So, like first ride we did. I feel like we did Haunted Mansion, and then we were heading over. We were gonna do Pirates. I'm not running. I'm walking, and this lady runs over my leg so hard with her stroller, and they were tied. I was wearing lows. My shoe came off. That's how hard she came up on me with that stroller. And I stopped and I turned around.
Natural Grace?
No, the Union lows.
Oh man.
The AJKOs. And she looks at me and she goes, I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay, bitch, have you ever heard of the
and
word?
I go, I think you're looking for excuse me. I think you're looking for excuse me. But I was just like, I couldn't fucking believe. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? If it takes a tied shoe off your foot, that was a serious collision with the back of my leg. I was so fucking pissed. I couldn't believe. I was like, and then it's like I didn't do it on purpose. I'm like,
no shit.
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault.
I'm
walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. Wow.
So anyway, one of the other funny things. So we were at Epcot. One of the things I really wanted is I wanted to get PhotoPass pictures of Amy and I in front of the spaceship Earth when it was lit up, because we've got plenty of pictures of it, but like I didn't get any PhotoPass shots. And last time we were in line, PhotoPass, just as they were starting the fireworks show, so they turned it off, lights off. So I'm like, let's do that this time. So we got there, and while we're standing in line, there's a guy walking by, and he sees the PhotoPass line, and he looks at his family, and he goes, "Hey, you want a picture by the funny glowing ball thing?" I wrote it down because I'm like, I didn't want to, I actually put that in my note. I need to type that. So it's the funny glowing ball thing.
Oh my gosh.
Did they take the picture?
They didn't. They decided they didn't need it. It's just a funny glowing ball thing. So anyway, let me segue into get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn!
I want to talk about FaceTime in the parks. And I understand that grandparents can't always go along, or other parents can't always be there. But I really, really don't fucking want to listen to your goddamn conversation while I'm on Kilimanjaro safaris. And I don't need you to watch you show Meemaw all the fucking animals and listen to you guys. It's like, can you fucking believe some people are so goddamn rude? The other thing is you know how fascinating Space 220 is? The single parent and her kid behind me had Meemaw on the goddamn phone showing her how cool Space 220 was. It's like I mean, I understand that they are the only two people in the world and they're the only two people that matter, and it, you know, fuck everybody else. But could we have a little courtesy for the other people? And it's like, it's on speaker, and it's just like, and it's like, you know, so, you know, I have to talk louder because you can't hear me because I'm on the phone. No, you could just talk in a normal fucking voice, you know? And of course the volume's maxed out. I can't with people sometimes. I just can't. And how people think that's okay. I don't know. Am I off base?
No, I feel you. I feel like people like they become complacent also if they've like done stuff like this before. I observed this when I was doing Guardians a few times ago. There was like some families in there who you could tell this was obviously like their first time, so they're really into like the first part of the like show before you walk into line. And there's like a gaggle of like these girls that obviously are probably there all the time, and they're literally having the loudest conversation during that part of the experience. And it's like, you probably don't care about this part of the experience because you're just waiting to get on the ride and you've done it a million times, but like this little kid is like, what did Rocket say? Because like he literally can't hear because these girls are like screaming behind him, like talking about nonsense. And I'm just like, it's like, doesn't take that much brain power to know like that's just rude. Like just wait till you like, it's like 3 minutes max of just standing here. Like you're gonna go back in the line and you can rehab this conversation. Like this is a part of the experience, and just because you don't care about it doesn't mean other people want you to infringe on their experience. So it's just, I feel that way with the like FaceTiming on rides. It's just like, why? Like experience it and then tell someone about it. Like
video the whole ride. I mean, I love people that video shit, because I always look at it and go, they're never going to watch that. They're never ever gonna watch that. So just video it and share it with me, Mom, when you get back. Anyway, I know I'm old, I know, but it's just like, it happened twice. I didn't want to like, I don't want to be that guy, but I just, it's like, it's like, and honestly, I am more likely to knock the fucking phone out of someone's hand than I am to tell them to turn it off.
Oh my!
You know what I mean? It's like because I get so pissed. Two other things. One is I found a really great cheat code for my resort bus. I know if you go value, there's only one bus stop, right? It's at the beginning, it's the front of the resort. Is that right, Matt? Like Pop, everybody goes to the main. They don't drive around. Yeah. Okay. So I was at Port Orleans Riverside, and the bus has like 4 stops around. And I remember this from when I was at Caribbean Beach Resort. There's multiple stops around it. I was halfway in between the front of the resort and like one of the back bus stops. And the first day we like, we'll just go up to the front. Everybody's like I had just missed a bus, but it was for Magic. We were going to Magic Kingdom, and I swear there's a bus every 10 minutes for Magic Kingdom. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But like I had just missed a bus, so I was the only one there waiting to go to Magic Kingdom. Meanwhile, these people pile in, and sure enough, the bus comes, and everybody's right there at the front cutting me off, even though I was there first. I'm like, all right, what a bunch of dicks, whatever. But the bus comes in, it's already kind of full. The next day, we were going to Animal Kingdom, same kind of deal. We had just missed the bus. Well, freaking Animal Kingdom buses were every half hour. So we actually were there. If we'd have caught the bus before us, we would have been there right at the beginning of the early time. We got there just before they opened it up for everybody. But again, the bus was already pretty full. We barely got on that bus, and I was like, fuck this. And so when we got dropped off, I realized, okay, all right, where's the first bus stop? And that was the one we were halfway in between. So the next few days, we went to the back end, and when the buses came, we were the first ones on the bus. Now, the problem is that like the bus schedule time was for the front of the resort, not the back of the resort. So like it was kind of a crapshoot of what time the bus was going to get there. When a bus came, you knew you were going to get on it, because there's only a third of the people at the back bus stop than there is at the front bus stop. So anyway, if you're staying at a resort that's got multiple bus stops, figure out what the first drop is and go there, because you're guaranteed to get on your bus. The second thing is Tron. The last thing is Tron. It exceeded my expectations. Admittedly, my expectations were low because I figured there was no way it was going to be better than Guardians. So I knew I wanted to ride it, but I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. Like I knew it wasn't going to be great. I had a great time. Thought it was a really fun ride. I paid for it. I rode it 3 times. I paid for 2 lightning lanes. It was a really good time. I thought it was very well done. I was gonna say, and I don't know what the friggin' big deal about the ride vehicles are because any normal sized person fits in them just fine. I mean, that's all we were hearing, right? It's like, oh well, it's designed for tiny Japanese people. Well, I'm not a tiny Japanese person. I fit in just
Maybe not
Asian
tall. Maybe like tall people, very tall people.
very tall. But I mean, shit, very tall people don't fit in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very tall people don't fit through doorways. So
Yeah,
I think they're probably used to that.
My friend, he's 6'10" and he can't ride space.
I was gonna say, super tall person, how are they gonna ride in credit coaster? You got the shoulder restraints. I
Yeah.
guarantee you there's a height limit on that.
Damn, that sucks.
I feel like an average size person would fit on the Tron bikes. I'm just wondering who it is decided that they were super tiny, because tiny is not a word I use to describe myself.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
I'm not
it's
gigantically tall, but I'm also not skinny at all.
So maybe it was like at first perception, maybe it was a size thing, but it sounds like when it first opened, like they were really trying to kind of rush everyone through. And so like maybe people didn't have enough time to get themselves like situated in the position properly and felt uncomfortable and were associated.
It's awkward to get on. I'll give you that. It's like a weird, like, do I put like forward? Do I put it backwards? Because it does have the backrest. So like if you kick your leg over like you're getting on a bike, it's kind of in the way of the back piece. But to say that most people don't fit, it's not a.
But so maybe the perception was like that they didn't fit, but really they just didn't they didn't situate themselves appropriately to be comfortable because they were being rushed to get on.
I don't know.
I feel like I haven't been hearing that as much anymore.
No, you haven't, because it's.
And that's why I feel like maybe it's because of that instead. Because I know a couple people who said like, "Oh, I had to like rush to get on, and I like didn't know how to sit on it properly," but they still had a good time. So maybe that's really what it was.
Right. So anyway, well, if I think everybody's heard enough of my trip, I'll mix in some more later if I've got some other stuff I can think about. But let us jump into Irvs Plant Based Option of the Week.
I ain't eating no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't eating no beef, compassion's what I believe in.
Ruby, I'm sure you had something super fabulous and wonderful and, just heart conscious, earth friendly.
Okay.
I'm just sure. I'm sure it's just, I'm sure it was a delight to all of the senses. Please tell me all about it.
Okay, well, you're gonna love this. And also excuse you, Adrian, for putting me on blast on the Discord while I was not actively paying attention, because I came back like several days later and was like, okay, don't post pictures of me eating plant-based things, thank you very much. But I did get the enchanted cauliflower sandwich from Red Rose Tavern.
Cauliflower sandwich? Okay,
Yeah.
please explain more. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm just like,
So it's like if you took a cauliflower and like you cut like a thick like piece where you could like have it kind of flattened, and it was grilled on either side, so that was supposed to be like essentially like a patty or whatever. So it's a piece of grilled cauliflower, and then it had like this spicy lime aioli on it, which the aioli was really good, and a stewed tomato. And then it was like on a toasted like ciabatta type roll. So and it comes with like tater tots. So I will say this is a perfect option if you want something really light and that's not gonna like disturb you. Stop laughing. I purposely wanted something extremely light because I didn't want to have a stomach ache, and this was perfect. And the spicy lime aioli was very flavorful, so I felt like this didn't impede me from eating things later in the day. It would not be a recommendation I would give to anybody who isn't a vegan. I wouldn't like tell somebody who's just like trying to only eat plant-based some of the time to ever eat this. And John, I would I wouldn't even recommend that you look in the direction of one because I think that would infuriate you.
I would rather have a roasted asshole than that.
We're gonna find that at Disneyland, so you might have to settle for the cauliflower sandwich. But listen, I'm just reporting
Jesus
my
Christ.
duty here.
Man, they're really reaching.
man.
They're really reaching.
So that is the plant-based option of the week.
Alrighty then. Thanks, Ruby.
Okay.
I want to say that I feel like this is called Irvs Plant Based option, and I feel like Irv did not get roasted as much as I do for plant-based options.
I feel like it's because you wanted to do this. I mean, we could let the segment go. Wouldn't break my heart.
For people who have alternative eating.
Sure, people.
I did mean to tell you I haven't tried them yet, but I did find the plant-based shoot, what are the cheeses and the wax? Baby Bell. I found the plant-based Baby Bell. So I'm gonna try it.
Disneyland?
No,
Like in the grocery store.
but I found them at the grocery store, so I'm gonna try them back.
All right. So we're starting to run long, but I wanted to ask one question to you guys. I wanted to ask one question to you guys because there's a lot of pre-show rides at Disney World. When does the wait time end? When you get on the ride or when you get to the pre-show? Because part of the reason is that Cosmic Rewind really cheats because they have 2 pre-show rooms, so I virtual queued that ride. The wait was about a half hour, but from the time I got in line to the time I got off the ride was like an hour. It's like they really fool you with the wait time. So what do you guys think? When does your wait time end?
Dang, I haven't really thought about it like that. You would think that it would be as soon as you get on the ride, because I feel like with Rise, I feel like the ride really starts when.
But you wait in line again once you guys get captured. You wait in line again.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's not a short line sometimes. Sometimes that's a significant wait.
Yeah, and same with like Mission Breakout too. After you go in the room, then you go wait in that next line too.
But I mean, even
I feel like it's when you get on the ride.
Because even Haunted Mansion, right? You got the stretching room, but then you go get off that and you go wait in line again.
It's when you get on the ride, but I wonder what they're tallying the wait time as.
Runaway Railway, same thing, right? Get out.
Do you think they're tallying the wait? So when you see the 55 minutes on the sign, is that till you get to show? Is that what you're saying? You're not sure? I
don't know. I'm curious. Like, what do you? I mean, and then the thing is, it's like, because Tron's same, right? You got the little cool little digitized thing, but you're not even go out. And that's when you get to the lockers.
I feel.
I want to put it to the test, but I'm not waiting 50 minutes.
Anyway, kind of like it just occurred to me there was quite a few. I mean, Dinosaur, right? Same thing.
I think it's when you get on the ride.
I feel like it'll get on the ride too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I feel like there's been times where like I'm in, like when they call you to put you on the like, oh, how many in your party stand on number 4 or whatever. Like I feel like when I'm waiting to get on the ride, I'm like, oh, the wait time wasn't that bad. It wasn't 25 minutes or whatever.
But I think that's the point, right? If you break up the wait, they give you
but I think that mentality, like I think that mentality of saying like, oh, the wait time wasn't that bad is the indication that that's when you think the wait ended, is when you're right about to step on the ride. Because you don't say that when you get to like Rocket's room. You're not like, oh, the wait time wasn't that bad, because you know you still have wait time. So it has to be once you're getting on the ride, because that's when the wait actually stops.
But is that what the calculated wait times are?
Do you guys have the red marker things?
Yeah.
The lanyards?
Give me that.
So I feel like, because those you give to the people when you get on the ride, and I think that's how they time it. Yeah,
I've never gotten one of those on like Mickey and Minnie's, or
I've only gotten it on like Toy Story.
I haven't gotten one in a long time.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten like a Little Mermaid or Toy Story.
And I'm like, do y'all even really need this for this? I mean, I guess, like, but like for like, get out of here with this red thing. I'm not taking this. I'm gonna forget. Don't give this to me.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for listening. Thanks for being with us for 2 years. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely enjoy it. Again, very appreciative of everybody who listens, likes, subscribes. leaves us reviews, watches the YouTube, joins us in the Discord. Discord was popping today. If you like to make fun of me, you want to join the Discord. That feels like that's half the time. So we are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to tag us or use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle in your Disney Fit Pics. My name's John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. Matt, how can the listeners find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Disney Hype Beast.
Ruby, where can they connect with you at?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Rubes, ROOBSS.
All right. Well, that was Kicks the Castle, Season 6, Episode 1, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Let's take a ride. I tell ya.